Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose is back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. Live and direct, live in effect. Make sure you subscribe to find out what's next. We are here. Okay, so originally, this was just going to be a video about how I felt about Edge winning the Royal Rumble. Because remember, on Sunday, I didn't really have a feeling yet. So I didn't know what to feel, or I didn't have much of an opinion on it. So I gave it a day or two, and then I was going to make a video about it. But then last night, NXT happened, and on Twitter, they announced that Edge was going to be on NXT. So after NXT appearance, I got a little bit of more of a thought, and a little bit something different to talk about. So when I heard Edge was going to be on NXT, I really sat here and thought, like, okay, he's never been to NXT before, so he's probably just going to go out there and just say, wow, this is NXT. I watch this all the time. I like what people do. I like people like Cole and Balor and such and such. I figured he'd go out there and just put over everybody, everything like that. He did. Then he also claimed something that it's a little bit interesting. So I thought he would come out there on his own and just talk to the people on his own. Instead, he interrupted a confrontation between Finn Balor and Pete Dunne. Went out there. He put over Pete Dunne. He put over Finn Balor. He put them all over. Put them both over. Good. He talked about how NXT was the reason why he came back. The passion and the wrestling is the reason why he strived to come back. Okay, he was saying good things. Until he said he will be watching the NXT Championship match between those two next Sunday at TakeOver. And whatever happens in that match could allow him to make his decision to maybe challenge for the NXT Championship. Now, let me explain something. It's a very, very big possibility this will not happen, but it's not out of the realm of possibility that it could happen. Does it make sense? Absolutely not. No. If we were talking maybe if we were talking 37-year-old Edge, okay. A 37-year-old Edge I can see happening. It would make somewhat sense. But a 47-year-old Edge, no, that's bad. that's bad. That is not bad at all. That's bad. That's horrible. No. Because Edge, again, not only 47, but he would not be able to hang with none of the NXT talent. Maybe he could, possibly. Maybe he can get a good match out of Gunner Mountain. I mean, we're talking, at this point in time, who we got? Finn Balor, Pete Dunne, Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Timothy Thatcher, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, Velveteen Dream, if they ever want to use them. There is some good matches there. But he wouldn't be able to wrestle all these people. No. Now let's go into fantasy booking. Let's go fantasy here. I know Finn Balor's retaining the championship at TakeOver. I'll talk about that next week in the predictions. But I'm putting it right there. Finn Balor is retaining against Pete Dunne. Because Finn Balor's on fire, and I don't know who's going to beat him for that title. I don't think it's going to be Pete Dunne. Now let's say let's say fantasy wise here. Let's say Finn Balor beats Pete Dunne at TakeOver. Then Edge comes out, looks at Finn Balor for maybe a minute, and says, I'm challenging you at WrestleMania for that NXT championship. Right? That changes the game in a drastic way. Because now, you don't have challenges. You don't have a challenger for not only the Universal Championship, but the WWE title as well. So now what do you do at WrestleMania? Who challenges for that? Well, you could have... Well, they're doing Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre at Elimination Chamber. Because in fact, what happened on Raw, they're doing that at Elimination Chamber. Drew McIntyre already gave him the match, so that's happening there. It has to. And yeah, so if it's happening there, then you got a whole different challenger for Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. And then we talking Roman Reigns. We can still have Daniel Bryan in that slot. So it can go to Daniel Bryan. So, you know, it would change the game, but I don't think it's drastic as possible. It depends. It depends. Because John Cena could still slip into Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship, and then John Cena gets his 17th and then breaks the record. And at WrestleMania, what better place to do it than at Mania? You know? If Edge doesn't challenge. But Edge and Finn Balor at WrestleMania for the NXT Championship, not only is that historic, that's interesting. Do I think he can hang with the Finn Balor? I'm not entirely sure. Because mind you, Edge has only had one match with Randy Orton, who can move at his speed. Granted, Orton is in his 40s, but he can still go. He can still go. Very much so. Can hang with anybody at this point in time. So putting him with Edge was probably the best thing you could do because he can move at his speed. Edge can't move at the speed of what these NXT guys can do. He can give him a good match, but he can't. No, he can't. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He can't go back and forth like that. A couple of them might hurt this nigga. Couple of them might put him in the hospital, and that's the truth. I'm not saying NXT guys are dangerous, but anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? So for Edge to challenge for the NXT Championship at WrestleMania, it's not out of the realm of possibility, but it damn sure is. I damn sure hope it ain't happening. It would be cool. It would be unpredictable. Like, whoa, I didn't see this coming. But I don't see it happening, but it could happen. It could. I'm only doing this as a fantasy type of thing. Because that would be cool, right? Like, that would be interesting. Like, it's out of the realm of it's not out of the realm of possibility. But think about it, though. But that would put WWE in a complete flux. Because now, because if Edge does that next Sunday, then WWE will have to put 2 Elimination Chamber matches at the Elimination Chamber. Which, no, they probably do more. Well, depending on what things go, because I'm guessing they're gonna have an Elimination Chamber for the guys and the women too. Bianca Belair has yet to make her announcement of what she want to do, so we'll find out tomorrow what happens if she announces. Then, if she doesn't, then I guess we'll see. I guess we'll wait, because if Bianca Belair doesn't announce, that's the thing. Actually, she has to announce it. I think she has to, because if she announces, then WWE knows what to do with the Elimination Chambers. I mean, they could put the Women's Tag Team Championships in there, but that wouldn't make sense, because Naomi and Lana won it, and I don't know if they're going to put it on Raw or the pay-per-view. So You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much happening right now. You know, you got, again, Bianca Belair won the Royal Rumble. She hasn't made a decision yet. Will she make it tomorrow? It all depends. But her making her decision all depends on what WWE does in the Elimination Chamber. The same thing with Edge, technically. So both of them, I think both of them will make their decisions before the Elimination Chamber, so that way the WWE knows, okay, we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. So it all depends. If Edge decides to challenge for the NXT Championship, boom. WWE has to put 2 for both the Raw and the Universal. I'm sorry, the Raw. The WWE Championship and the Universal title. If Bianca Belair decides to challenge Sasha before Elimination Chamber, then boom, you got a Raw Women's Elimination Chamber. Whoever wins that challenges for the Raw Women's title. Straight like that. I would have to figure out who's in it, who would be in it to win it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Like right now, that Edge doing what he did last night is intriguing. We'll see what happens at TakeOver. I'm pretty sure Edge will be there. If he is, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Because this dynamic is interesting. I love interesting dynamics like this. So we'll wait until that time comes. But until then, it's been Rose, man. Thanks for watching. Thank you for all the love and support. As always, you could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. Subscribe. I got a whole bunch of things. I got a whole bunch of things on this channel. You know I got a whole bunch of other things coming. We got, again, as I said, next week, we got the review for NXT TakeOver. Then Sunday night, we will review it. And then the week after that, we got review for the Elimination Chamber. And then that Sunday night, we will review that. There's a lot going on, man. Please stay tuned for it. We here for everything. So until next time, peace, love, 100. Here.